Yeah. Fired up.
This one's for the drivers. Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times. Every turn, every line we find, trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every set of build from the ground we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go in. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Got weekly sets ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace controlled. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear. Yeah, we test, we tone, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1. Till we build, till we build, till we build, Tier 1 setup shop.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Tier 1 Studios. My name is Matt Wilkinson, up in the booth. Joining me tonight are the voices inside my head alongside my good friends, myself and I. We are here with the Wild West Racing League Raiders Wasteland Truck Series, here once again at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Racing Park. Forgive me as I'm posting the YouTube link to the Discord. My apologies for that. We are joined here in the Wild West Racing League with just about 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in practice. so far, fastest truck on the racing surface is, apologies, let me get my notes turned back on. The number 5 of Dakota Henderson, Brian Boyd in the 9 right behind him. Chris Etchepar, Keith Ayers. He gets towed back to pit road. Adam Ramsey, Tanner Ensign, Wayne Isbell, Timmy McDonald, Will Moore, Brighton Coleman, Robert Munday, Justin Bell, Mike Lovelace, Charles Strickland, and Billy Smith. All out here tonight at the short Indianapolis Lucas Oil Racing Park. Smaller racetrack, going to be some good racing out here tonight. Let's hope. Hey, look at that. It only took 8 restarts this morning due to a computer issue that wiped my entire taskbar clean. It's like, no, Windows, why? So we got it semi-fixed. I had to redo all of it, but it's fine. Pack up your troubles in your old cute bag and just smile. Just about a minute and a quarter to go. Jump on board with Mike Lovelace in the number 68 Toyota Tundra through turns 3 and 4. Very minimal banking here at Lucas Oil. Pretty much flat on the bottom, very minimal in the middle, and not much better on the high side. Midline seems to be the best line of the 3 so far out here tonight. A couple trucks dipping about half their tires onto that bottom of the racetrack, trying to make the most of the grip they have. These trucks with a lot of power, very little grip in terms of rear end. Have a lot of work to do to keep these trucks straight out here tonight with the Wild West Racing League Raiders Wasteland Truck Series. This broadcast is brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox. Veteran owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. This broadcast brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studio. Practice coming to a close here at Lucas Oil. Or IRP, whichever one it's actually called, because, you know, I only have so much mind for all of this. Ignore that. Keith Ayers, the first truck out on track in the number 19 M&M's machine. Another Kyle Busch-inspired paint job out here tonight. Number 19 off of turn 2 into turn 3 here at this 2/3 of a mile oval. Very minimal bank. 40-mile-an-hour speed limit, 860 feet above sea level. Green flag is in the air for Keith Ayers as we go through turns 1 and 2, staying all the way up on the high side. Through turns 1 and 2, sliding it down to the bottom, off of turn 2, down the backstretch we go all the way up against the concrete, into turn 3. Still on that high side, running up in the marbles, diving down through to the bottom of the corner, at least on the midline. Past the start-finish line, opening lap will get him a 22.069. Etchepar with a 21.714. Almost a quarter second faster than Keith Ayers. Ayers has to put on one heck of a lap here to stay in the fight for pole. Let's see what he can do off of turn 4. Improves, but does not improve position. 0.252 behind Chris Etchepar. Go down to Justin Bell now. Off of turns 3 and 4 in the WIO Outlaw number 8. Across the start-finish line, Justin Bell currently 8th, just over half a second behind. First place, staying on the high side, off of turn 2, all the way up against the wall. Trying to keep that truck going. Sends it a little bit deep. He has to get it slowed back down. Not sure if that's going to help. Off of turn 2, past the restart zone and the start-finish line, Justin Bell up to 7th, gaining 0.02 of a second. Mike Loveless with a monstrous lap up to pole. Charles Strickland in the 93 in 10th. Wayne Isbell, Billy Smith, and Robert Monday. Jump down to Robert Monday. I don't believe we've ever had him in a race in the number 57 Goodwrench machine. Off of turns 3 and 4. As start-finish line, Robert Monday with an opening lap. 57 to Monday, back through turns 1 and 2. All the way down at the bottom of the racetrack this time. Sliding back up to the high side off of turn 2. Holding the mid through 3 and 4, down to the bottom. All the way off the banking, back onto it, off of turn 4. Past the start-finish line, what does Robert Monday do? Good enough for 9th at the moment. Wayne Isbell in 11th. Let's see what this 57 can do. Brian Boyd and Brighton Coleman have yet to qualify. 57 through turns 3 and 4, all the way down to the yellow line. A little loose off of turn 4. Does he improve? He does. He's up to 7th in the number 57 Goodwrench Chevrolet. Brian Boyd out on the racetrack now with Wayne Isbell as well. 9 of Brian Boyd. Team Ignition Patriotic number 9 out here tonight. Beautiful paint scheme. Running the mid-high line through turns 1 and 2. Seems to be working out pretty well for everybody. Off the 2, down the backstretch we go and into turn 3. Still holding the midline. As the restart zone and the start-finish line, his opening lap will get him up to 2nd on the first run. Will he improve again? Back down into turns 3 and 4. Sliding up a little bit high this time, trying to keep it nice and smooth. Big slide off of turn 4. That's going to cost him a lot of time. But that is one heck of a qualifying run from Brian Boyd, up to 2nd place on his opening lap. What a run from the Team Ignition number 9. Brighton Coleman, the only truck yet to qualify out here in the number 4 Ford out here. My apologies. Obviously, my name's up there because I enjoy playing around in the practice sessions a little bit. As qualifying comes to a close here at Lucas Oil IRP. "100 laps under the sun here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Mike Loveless on the pole. Brian Boyd alongside him. There we go. Look at that. It's like it's supposed to work. Mike Loveless, Brian Boyd, Chris Etchepar, Dakota Henderson, Adam Ramsey, Keith Ayers, Tanner Ensign, Robert Monday, Wayne Isbell, Justin Bell are your top 10. Going on to the next half of the field, Will Moore, Timmy McDonald, Charles Strickland, Billy Smith, Brandon McKee, Brighton Coleman. Rounding out the end of the field, 16 cars will be racing out here tonight. As we wait for Chris Etchepar and Dakota Henderson to join up on the field. Henderson having some radio issues out here tonight once again. Not a great start for the number 5. Hopefully he can keep that truck out on the racetrack all night tonight. He's put on a good show to be a part of this race. He continues to have radio issues. We are gridding. Dakota Henderson will miss the start. Unless he got in at the last minute. No, he did not. He will be starting from pit road. Two-thirds of a mile racetrack out here tonight at IRP Lucas Oil Indianapolis Racing Park. Roll down into turns 3 and 4. Everybody getting settled in and ready to go racing next time by. Pace truck leading the way for everybody else. One more lap under the pace truck. Everybody starts getting settled in. 68 of Mike Loveless. 9 of Brian Boyd, side by side, Chris Etchepar and Keith Ayers. Robert Monday and Adam Ramsey, Tanner Ensign, Justin Bell, Wayne Isbell, Will Moore, Timmy McDonald, Brandon McKee, Billy Smith, Brighton Coleman, Charles Strickland also missed the start in the number 93, down in 15th. Dakota Henderson missed down in 16th. We will have 14 cars take the green flag out here tonight at IRP. Pace truck is down pit road. Rolling up towards the restart zone we go. Green flag is in the air. We are racing here at IRP. 68 and the 9 away beautifully. 16 right there with them. 19 on the high side through turns 1 and 2. 97 and the 57. Side by side through turns 1 and 2. Everybody trying to get single file early on. 68 and the 9 still fighting it out for first place through turns 3 and 4 we go. Starting to settle into this race already. 68 and the 9 coming together. It's happened on the first lap. Caution is out right in front of the field. 68 of Mike Loveless gets dumped by the 9. 97 gets wrecked as well. 9 getting a little bit of payback from the 68 as he rolled across the racetrack. Adam Ramsey, a bit of an innocent bystander there. Let's take a look at what happened. 97 down the front stretch. Caution's out just in front of him. 57 tried slowing it down and just got destroyed doing it. Nothing they could really do. Tanner Ensign also up into the wall. Not the start these guys would have wanted out here at IRP. New leader Chris Etchepar out here tonight at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park with the Wild West Racing League. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Tier 1 Studios, Tier 1 Setup Shop, Tier 1 Wraps, Rock Bottom Racing, WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier sponsor of the Truck Series, and the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran-owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players in different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. Chris Etchepar, Keith Ayers, Robert Monday, Justin Bell, Tanner Ensign, Wayne Isbell, Timmy McDonald, Will Moore, Billy Smith, Brighton Coleman, Dakota Henderson, Brandon McKee, Adam Ramsey down pit road. Strickland staying out. McKee, Henderson, Strickland, Boyd, Loveless down to last place in 16th with a lot of damage. Ramsey with plenty of damage himself in the number 97, falling to the tail end of the grid. truck's lights are off. Everybody getting settled back in. Ready to go racing once again here at Lucas Oil. Pace truck down pit road this time. Rolling through turns 3 and 4, 16, 19, 57, 9. Or 8, excuse me. 44, 6, 3, 6, 2, 29, 21, 4, 31, 5, 9, 93, 68, 97. Green flag back in the air. 7 of 100. 3 wide into turn 1. Very bold move. We get back racing once again. 57. Door to door with the 19. He's running a bit hard here, in my opinion, to be at this early point in the race as we go 3 wide on the bottom once again. 57 up the inside on the 19 and the 16 above him. Bold moves from this number 57 of Robert Monday, Brandon McKee, and Charles Strickland off the track, and a little bit of a crash by the sounds of it. 8 of 100 this time by. 16 up into the lead. 57 right there on his door on the bottom of the racetrack. 19 and the 19 and the 8 following suit, trying to catch up to the leaders. 57 Goodwrench Chevrolet of Robert Monday trying to catch up. Adam Ramsey has crashed. Smoke on the backstretch as we charge down into turn 3 and 4 we go again. 19 trying to get back up into the picture in the number 19 M&M's Ram. 4 past the start finish line. Let's jump down into the field. Let's go down to Will Moore in the number 29. Trying to run down the 6 of Wayne Isbell and the 8 of Justin Bell. Whoa, bit of contact with the 8. Not sure what happened there. 8 got up into the wall. Big time hit. I believe he may have gotten in contact with the 6 of Wayne Isbell together on the backstretch potentially. Have to go back and take another look at that at some point, if I remember. Through turns 1 and 2. Whoa, 19 around. Keith Ayers spun it out on the backstretch. No caution. Not the way he wanted to start his night. There's the caution. Will Moore. 29 to 6, down limit strength 3. 6 overdrove it and punted the 29. And whoa! Flipped the 5 of Dakota Henderson over. Oh, you're kidding. We have 2 number 19s. What is wrong with these kids? 5 of Dakota Henderson going for a ride. Managed to get it back on all 4 Goodyear Eagle tires. Huge damage for the number 5 is he's staying out. Missing his entire front right fender. Wayne Isbell. Wait, what? That's Keith Ayers. I don't know why I said Wayne Isbell. My apologies. Keith Ayers towards the rear of the field. Billy Smith. Okay. Billy Smith is in the 21, but on his truck it says the number 19. Okay. Chris Etchepar still leading the way. Robert Monday right behind him in the 57. Wayne Isbell, Justin Bell, Mike Lovelace, Tindy McDonald, Brighton Coleman, Brian Boyd, Billy Smith, Keith Ayers. Brandon McKee, Dakota Henderson, Charles Strickland, Will Moore, Adam Ramsey, and Tanner Ensign, last car on the lead lap. Out here tonight at IRP, second caution of the night. We are rolling under caution behind the pace truck. Go up to a mixed camera for a little while as we trundle around behind the pace truck. Another great field of trucks out here tonight, I believe. 6 of Wayne Isbell needs to finish the race out here tonight, and he will be in the playoff spot he needs, as I believe Mike Presley is the driver he had to beat. Although it could be Mike Lovelace, I don't know. Pace truck's lights are off. Everybody getting settled back in, ready to go green flag once again here. Chris Etchepar, Robert Monday, Justin Bell, Wayne Isbell, Mike Loveless, Brian Boyd, Keith Ayers, Billy Smith, Charles Strickland, Brandon McKee, Will Moore, Tanner Ensign, Dakota Henderson, Brighton Coleman, Adam Ramsey, and Timmy McDonald, last car on the lead lap. Pace truck is off. Everybody getting stacked back up, ready to go. Green flag once again here at IRP. Second caution of the night coming to a close as we roll off of turn 4. Up towards the restart zone we go. Green flag back in the air. We are racing. Not a great start from anybody in the top 10, really. Everybody away slow as the 16 finally ekes ahead of the 57, blocking off of turn 2. Down the backstretch we go. Into turn 3 and 4 on the rear bumper of Chris Etchepar, side by side with the 57 of Robert Monday, fighting it out off of turn 4. Caution is back in the air. Keith Ayers and Billy Smith. 19 on your screen. 21 in the express oil change machine. Drives them into the turn. Tanner Ensign gets stuck in it again. Forced up into the outside wall once again. 44 of Tanner Ensign has now been involved in 2 separate wrecks. Not a lot of luck for the WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast number 44 out here tonight at IRP. Very unfortunate way that his night is going so far. Strickland down pit road in the 93. Strickland also had a bit of an incident. Let's take a look what happened here. 97. All the way up into it. 19, tried getting past the 19, spun it out, and, well, he might not have tagged the wall too bad. He should be okay. Third caution of the night here at IRP, Indianapolis Raceway Park, Lucas Oil. 16 of Chris Etchepar still leading the way at the moment. Third caution of the night, Robert Monday in the 57, being very aggressive in my opinion in the early parts of this race. We're not even a quarter of the way into this thing. I'm all for trying to put on the charge hard and early. That is a great strategy. Try and get past everybody, but it's going to ruin you if you don't go into it with a plan. Yes, you can drive the hell out of it, but it doesn't mean you're going to be any good while doing it. of Chris Etchepar trying to stay in the groove where some of the heat is for the tires so they don't wear out too much. 57 and the 8 getting stacked back up. Pace Truck's lights are off, I think, this time. Yes, they are. Pace Truck's lights are off. Getting ready to go green flag this time by. My apologies. Field starting to spread back out. Get put back together once again. Down the backstretch. 16, 57, 8, 6, 68, and the 9. Everybody getting stacked back up. Rolling around turns 3 and 4 we go. And into the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. 57 away, much better than 16. 57 of Robert Monday into turns 1 and 2. Tried to get the good early run into 1 and 2. Doesn't quite have the speed to make it happen. 8 of Justin Bell keeping his nose in the mix. Down the backstretch we go. 57 choosing the bottom through turns 3 and 4. This is the move for the lead here as we roll off of turns 3 and 4 now. 57 of Robert Monday still on the bottom. 16 of Chris Etchepar gets the slipping shot around the outside. Down the front stretch and into turns 1 and 2 we go again. 16 all the way up against the wall. Manages to get it around that. Has to be really careful with how hard he drives that thing in. Doesn't want to overdo it. 57 sending one up the inside. 68 following suit on the 8 behind them through turns 3 and 4. Start of lap 23 here at IRP. 57 of Robert Monday starting to eke ahead on the bottom of the racetrack. 16 of Chris Etchepar getting the better runs off the high side. 8 of Justin Bell pulling a Hail Melon a little bit there. 9 of Brian Boyd, excuse me. I'm getting so confused. A little bit of sideways action. Mike Loveless trying to test for 3 wide through turns 3 and 4, pushing the 16 down the front stretch, and we have a crash behind them as we come across the start-finish line. Caution is out. Dakota Henderson off of turn 4 and on the front stretch with Wayne Isbell. Got up into Isbell's spot. Wayne just drove kind of through him, in my opinion, there. Didn't really seem like he was able to slow it down at all. Did try to pull away from it, but it only helped in spinning the 5 of Dakota Henderson out. Not what you want to see. Fourth caution of the night here at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park with the Wild West Racing League, brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox. Veteran owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, Raider PvE. This broadcast also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. Ace Truck's lights are off, getting ready to go green flag, this time by 16:57.9. 31, 4, 44, 97, 29, 19, 93, 68, 6, 2, 8, 5, 21 at the end of the field of Billy Smith in the number 21. Everybody's still on the lead lap here at IRP. Ace Truck is off. Rolling through turns 3 and 4, and into the restart zone we go. 16 of Chris Echapar on the inside, 57 of Robert Monday on the outside. Green flag back in the air. 57 did not get the jump he wanted this time around. 16 of Chris Echapar did, all the way up to the high side of turns 1 and 2. 9 of Brian Boyd capitalizing on the 57's botched start. Up to second place, 57 tagging the wall 3 wide for a moment behind them, with the 44 and a couple other cars as we roll through turns 3 and 4. Everybody trying to get settled back in, knowing that there's still plenty of racing left to do out here tonight at IRP. 16 running all the way up to the wall through turns 1 and 2. Off at 2 and down the backstretch we go. 57. Everybody starting to scatter. 9 of Brian Boyd monsters his way around through turns 3 and 4, catching the lead. 16 of Chris Echapar does not have the speed to fight back. New leader, Brian Boyd, here at IRP. Rest of the field starting to spread out. Let's go down to Brandon Cruz, 31, 29, 97, 68 around him. The 44 and the 4 ahead. Chris Echapar starting to really fall off here. Not sure what the issue is. 57 of Robert Monday, giving him the fight of his life for second place, though, forcing him up to the outside wall. 57 of Robert Monday trying to catch the lead, and he is now up to second. 1.1 seconds behind the leader of Brian Boyd. Down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Still on board with Brandon McKee in the number 31, trying to run down the 4, 44, and the 16 ahead of him. Very loose off of turn 4. Checked up a little bit. Got to be careful doing that in front of the field. 29 of Wilmore trying to catch up and go around him through turns 1 and 2. 68 of Mike Loveless up into the mix. Down the backstretch and into turn 3. 68 of Mike Loveless straight up the inside of the 29 and up the inside of the 31. Double overtake for the 68 of Mike Loveless with a beautiful move through turns 3 and 4. Absolute masterclass move, in my opinion, from the 68 of Mike Loveless. Jump down further into the field. Let's go down to the night vision Napa. Number 6 of Wayne Isbell being run down by Timmy McDonald just behind him in the number 2. Through turns 3 and 4 we go. Justin Bell just ahead in the number 8 WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast Ram just ahead of him. 19 of Keith Ayers also up there as well. Whoa, Dakota Henderson around again with the 31 of Brandon McKee. Caution back in the air. Dakota Henderson not having a good night out here tonight at Lucas Oil IRP Raceway Park. Let's take another look at what happened here. 31 in the 5 down into turn 1. 5 minutes in front of 31. 31 definitely tried braking, just don't know if he had enough to get it around and not clobber the 5 doing so. 5 staying on the high side while the rest of the field rolls on by. Dakota Henderson now down at the tail end of the field. Tanner Ensign up in the lead as we start seeing takers for Pit Road. Ryan Boyd, Robert Monday, Chris Etchepar, Adam Ramsey, Timmy McDonald, Brandon McKee, Billy Smith, and Dakota Henderson. All down Pit Road. Tanner Ensign, Mike Loveless, Brighton Coleman, Will Moore, Keith Ayers, Justin Bell, Wayne Isbell, Charles Strickland. Top 8 still out on the racetrack. 5th caution of the night here at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. I'm trying to add the extra flair on it like they used to do in the old commercials. I think that was this place, and if it's not, I'm going to feel like a complete door belt. Tanner Ensign pushing the pace truck down the backstretch. 68 of Mike Loveless right there behind him, not unsure if he wants to help out. Pace truck's lights are off, getting ready to go green flag this time by. Billy Smith has crashed under pace truck. Not sure if he spun him up, rolling off of turn 2 and off of Pit Road. 29 with a bit of a bent nose there. Going around one more time. Let's take a quick look at what happened to Billy Smith. 21 of Billy Smith here. Puts himself on the 31 and gets sent around by Brandon McKee, now down one lap. Tanner Ensign, Mike Loveless, Brighton Coleman, Will Moore, Keith Ayers, Justin Bell, Wayne Isbell, Charles Strickland, Brian Boyd, Chris Etchepar, Adam Ramsey, Robert Monday, Dakota Henderson, Timmy McDonald, Brandon McKee, and Billy Smith. Pace truck down Pit Road this time. 5th caution of the night coming to a close. Rolling through turns 3 and 4, heading up towards the restart zone we go. Off of turn 4 into the restart zone now. Green flag back in the air. We are racing. 68 of Mike Loveless with a huge jump. 44 did not get away the way he wanted to. Just approaching halfway now. 44 in the 68. That's the one. 68 of Mike Loveless. I forgot which number he was for a moment. Charging it off of turn 2 and into turns 3 and 4. Door to door. 44 Tanner Ensign. Give him a little bit of a shot through turns 3 and 4. Down the front stretch we go. Back into turns 1 and 2. Caution back in the air. Adam Ramsey's around. '97 of Adam Ramsey on the bottom of the racetrack here. 16 of the 57 right there with him. Spins it up on his own. Rolling off of turn 4. Will Moore has also crashed. Under caution, number 29. On board with now. Pulling down to the bottom of the racetrack and parking it. And getting towed back to pit road. Very unfortunate for the number 29 of Will Moore. Pace truck's lights are off, getting ready to go green flag this time by Mike Loveless, Tanner Ensign, Justin Bell, Brighton Coleman, Keith Ayers, Wayne Isbell, Brian Boyd, Chris Etchipar, Robert Monday, Brandon McKee, Timmy McDonald, Charles Strickland, Adam Ramsey, Dakota Henderson, Billy Smith down pit road this time. Will Moore out of the race. Pace truck is off. Rolling through turns 3 and 4 we go. Sixth caution of the night coming to a close here at IRP. Off of turn 4 through the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. 44 in the 68. Didn't get away very well. 8 of Justin Bell looking to capitalize. He's charged down into turn 1. 4 of Brighton Coleman trying to keep up as well. Through turns 1 and 2 we go. My apologies that I said turn 3 and 4. I'm a bit of an idiot, I guess. 68 of Mike Loveless falling back to second behind the 44 of Tanner Ensign off of turn 4. Down the front stretch we go. Justin Bell right under their wings. Charges down the front stretch. Field starting to spread out behind them once again. Approaching the halfway mark. We've 6 cautions into this race. Let's jump over to Brian Boyd in the number 9. Team Ignition Machine right behind the number 19 and the 4. Whoa, 19's around, and he gets clobbered. 6 of Wayne Isbell involved. Caution is out. 7th caution of the night. Keith Ayers and Wayne Isbell going for a ride on the front stretch. Done into turns 1 and 2. Let's actually take a bit of a look here. He spun out on his own, didn't get touched by the number 9 until after the incident already occurred. Seventh caution of the night here at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. Here with the Wild West Racing League, brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stanford Witt Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier Daisy experience on Xbox, and the premier Truck Series sponsor here with the Wild West Racing League. Veteran-owned and operated, Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players in different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. Also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. Pace Trucks lights are off once again here at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. Seventh caution of the night. Tanner Ensign back up the lead. Dustin Bell, Brighton Coleman, Brian Boyd, Robert Monday, Brandon McKee, Dakota Henderson, Adam Ramsey, Timmy McDonald, Wayne Isbell, Keith Ayers, Mike Lovelace, Chris Etchenbar, Billy Smith, Charles Strickland, Bill Moore out of the race. 15 cars still on the lead lap and still in the race. Pace car is off. Through turns 3 and 4 we go. Seventh caution of the night coming to a close. Green flag back in the air. We are racing 44 in the 8th. Way pretty evenly. 8 getting the better run into turns 1 and 2. 9 of Brian Boyd and Brighton Coleman 4 getting pretty good entry into turns 1 and 2. Off of 2 and down the backstretch we go. 54 of 100. And this time by, we are over halfway. 8 of Justin Bell leading the way at the moment. 44 Tanner Ensign, 9 of Brian Boyd, Brighton Coleman in the number 4, 57, 31, 97, 5. Wayne Isbell falling way far back. Wayne Isbell has crashed. Caution is back in the air. Number 6 Napa Night Vision machine off of turn 4. Swipes across the bumper of the 5, tags the pit road wall after getting caught up with the number 2. Where is he? 19 of Keith Ayers. Also getting spun around a little bit there. Managed to recover it and keep it going, though. 8th caution of the night. Race truck's lights are off, getting ready to go green flag once again here at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. Robert Monday, Adam Ramsey, Brandon McKee, Dakota Henderson, Mike Loveless, Timmy McDonald, Keith Ayers, Chris Etchapar, Charles Strickland, Wayne Isbell, Brian Boyd, Justin Bell, Tanner Ensign, Brighton Coleman, and Billy Smith. Ace truck is off, rolling through turns 3 and 4 we go. 57, 97, 31, 5, 68, 2, 19, 16, 93, 6, 9, 8, 44, 4, and 21. Whew. Off of turn 4 we go. Green flag back in the air. We are racing 60 laps this time by of 140 laps to go at the line. 57 with a good launch into turns 1 and 2. 97 to 31. Matching each other's doors right behind them as we exit turn 2. Down the backstretch into turn 3 and 4 we go. 97-31 right there behind them. 97 run a little bit higher, getting a better run off turn 4. Down the front stretch we go. 57 monstering down the front stretch. Into turns 1 and 2, starting to get a little bit of the lead again. 2-3 car lengths ahead of the 97 off of turn 2. Whoa, big slide from the 31, managed to save it. These trucks do tend to snap really hard if you're not careful, and he managed to recover it once again. 62 laps completed this time by. 97 trying to run down the 57 just ahead of him. Team ignition number 97 of Adam Ramsey. Had a rough start to this race, but he is back into second place, up 3 positions since the start. Robert Monday, one of the most improved trucks on track, up 7 positions in first. Brendan McKee up 9, most improved overall. Timmy McDonald with 8 since the start. 68 of Mike Loveless up to second place on the bumper of the 57. Giving him a bit of a push through turns 1 and 2. 68 of Mike Loveless being a little aggressive. Like seeing it, but he's got to be careful with how he does it. Doesn't want to intentionally wreck somebody. I know him better than that. He'll race you hard, but he won't wreck you for it. Off of turn 2. 68 monstering the outside, getting a better run. Whoa, 57 almost coming straight across his quarter panel, knocking him over. Caution back in the air. Brian Boyd and Dakota Henderson pretty wide through turns 1 and 2. 9:31 and the 5. All together with the 8 involved as well. 44, Tanner Ensign managed to evade that. 9 stuck across the racetrack. Oh, 93 involved. Strickland came straight back across. 5 of Dakota Henderson pummeled the hell once again. 21 managed to get through that pretty well. 4 of Brighton Coleman might have some damage. 6 of Wayne Isbell looks pretty okay. 68 of Mike Loveless back into the lead. And back on the pole position. Timmy McDonald, Keith Ayers, Wayne Isbell, Dakota Henderson, and Brian Boyd all down pit road. 9th caution of the night here at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. Racetrack's lights are off. Ninth caution of the night coming to a close, this time by Mike Loveless, Robert Monday, Adam Ramsey, Chris Etchenbar, Justin Bell, Tanner Ensign, Brandon McKee, Brighton Coleman, Bilby Smith, Charles Strickland, Timmy McDonald, Wayne Isbell, Dakota Henderson, Keith Ayers, and Brian Boyd. Will Moore out of the race in the number 29. Base truck is off. Rolling through turns 3 and 4 we go. Mike Loveless on the point once again. Green flag back in the air. 57 rolling up next one. 58 getting a huge launch down into turns 1 and 2. 57, 97 fighting it out for second place now. 8 and the 16 behind them. Off of turn 2 down the back stretch and 3 and 4. Whoa! 97 drifting across the side of your screen. Caution is out. Huge one on the backstretch into turn 3. 97 of Adam Ramsey. I have no idea what he just did, but he sent that thing into turn 3. Let's take a look. Oh, Justin Bell gave him a shot. Came across the 16, 4, 21, 5, 6, 9, and the 19, and the 2. Huge crash into turn 3. 93 also involved. Tanner Ensign managing to get around that. Mike Loveless, Tanner Ensign, Robert Monday down pit road. Timmy McDonald, Brian Boyd stay out. Brandon McKee, Justin Bell, Brighton Coleman, Billy Smith, Keith Ayers, Dakota Henderson, Chris Etchepar, and Charles Strickland all down pit road. Adam Ramsey staying out amazingly in the number 97, kind of being the accidental catalyst of that accident. Not entirely sure what the 8 of Justin Bell was thinking there, or if his throttle stuck. Pile drove it into the rear end of the number 97 of Adam Ramsey down into turn 3. Here at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. This is the Wild West Racing League, brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stanford Witt Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran-owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE. Broadcast also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 setup shops, Tier 1 Wraps, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. Truck's lights are off, getting ready to go green flag once again here at IRP. Mike Loveless, Tanner Ensign, Timmy McDonald, Brian Boyd, Justin Bell, Wayne Isbell, Robert Monday, Keith Ayers, Chris Etchepar, Dakota Henderson, and Brandon McKee. All on the lead lap. Brighton Coleman, Charles Strickland, Billy Smith, and Adam Ramsey. Down pit road or one lap down. We go green flag for the 11th time tonight. 27 laps to go here in IRP. 44-2 and the 68 away beautifully. 9 of Brian Boyd right there with him. We drive down into turn, off of turn 2 and into the backstretch into turn 3. And Mike Loveless capitalizing into turns 3 and 4. 44 and the 2 fighting it out right behind him. Caution back in the air. God's sake. Brian Boyd seems to have had an issue. Spun it up off of turn 3, 1657, and a couple others scrambling to try and get around him. Spun on his own on cold tires, I imagine. 11th caution of the night. 21 of Billy Smith getting the wave around there as the lucky dog. Pace truck's lights are off, getting ready to go green flag once again here. Down pit road, the pace truck goes. Mike Loveless, Tanner Ensign, Timmy McDonald, Justin Bell, Wayne Isbell, Keith Ayers, Chris Hetchapar, Robert Monday, Brandon McKee, Dakota Henderson, and Billy Smith all on the lead lap. Through turns 3 and 4 we go. Green flag back in the air. We are racing 22 laps to go here at IRP. 44 and 60 away beautifully side by side down into turns 1 and 2 we go. 2, 8, 6, 19, 16, 57, 31, 5, 21, 4, 9, 93, 97. Rounding out the end of the field, Adam Ramsey down in last. Down 3 laps, 44 and 68, still side by side through turns 1 and 2. Caution back in the air, Wayne Isbell this time. Maybe we move a bit away from the short tracks. We don't seem to be doing very good here. 6 of Wayne Isbell loses it off of turn 4. Parked right on the front stretch. Nothing he could really do about it except for hold on to it. Tanner Ensign beating out the 68 of Mike Loveless across the start-finish line before the caution came out. It is now your leader out here tonight at IRP. Pace truck's lights are off, getting ready to go green flag for the 15th time tonight. Tanner Ensign, Justin Bell, Chris Etchepart, Timmy McDonald, Robert Monday, Keith Ayers, Brandon McKee, Dakota Henderson, Mike Loveless, Billy Smith, Wayne Isbell, and Brighton Coleman. Through turns 3 and 4 we go. 44 in the 8. Kind of rubbing doors there. The green flag is back in the air. We are racing 8 of Justin Bell getting the launch on the restart. 16 laps to go here at IRP. 44, Tanner Ensign trying to hold the bottom of the racetrack on the number 8. 8 on the high side. Big slide from the 44. Managed to get it saved. 16 of Chris Etchepar right there beside him trying to capitalize. 57 of Robert Monday back up into the top 5 with the 2 of Timmy McDonald trying to keep up. 15 laps to go. 16 of Chris Etchepar starting to fall back off the 44 and the 8 now. We're starting to run away with it, getting better line off of turn 2. 24 not sliding out this time. Trying to keep things much more situated. Charles Strickland has crashed, no caution. 14 laps to go. I'm surprised I don't see Trey Smith out in the field tonight. Disappointing. And I believe it was his birthday the other day, so happy birthday, Trey. 8, 44, 16, 57, 19, 68, 2, 31, 21, 5, 4, 6, 9, 93, 97. All still racing. Adam Ramsey is out in 15th place. 14 cars remain. Strickland and Boyd both down 1 lap out here at IRP. Come down to 12 laps to go. Let's see if we can keep it green for the remainder of the race. Start coming back down into the field here a little bit. Let's go down to the 2 of Timmy McDonald in the Autism Awareness number 2, Chevrolet. Currently in 7th place, 31 of Brandon McKee right behind him. Billy Smith, Dakota Henderson, Brighton Coleman, and Wayne Isbell behind. Charles Strickland has crashed again. Caution back in the air, 57 around. Robert Monday taking a spin through turns 3 and 4. Let's take a look at what happened. 57, 68, and the 19. Got stuck in the middle, 3 wide, 68. Knew he threw a bad move on the 57. Nothing he could do about it. He overcommitted and sent it on the number 57 of Robert Monday. Not a shining moment from the number 68 of Mike Loveless into turns 3 and 4. Pace truck's lights are off, getting ready to go green flag once again here at Indianapolis Raceway Park, Lucas Oil Raceway. Justin Bell, Tanner Ensign, Keith Ayers, Chris Etchepar. Mike Loveless, Timmy McDonald, Billy Smith, Dakota Henderson, Brighton Coleman, Robert Monday, Brandon McKee, Brian Boyd, Wayne Isbell, Carl Strickland down 3 laps. Adam Ramsey and Will Moore both out of the race. Pace truck is off. 19 of Keith there is having a bit of a radio issue there. Hopefully he can get that settled. Come around through turns 3 and 4. Green flag back in the air. 7 laps to go here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Down into turns 1 and 2, 44 and the 8. Beautiful moves side by side through turns 1 and 2. 44 trying to keep it steady. 16 sends it up in the inside. 68 and 19 behind, trying to fight it out. 6 laps to go this time by. 8 of Justin Bell with about a truck and a half. 2 trucks on Tanner Ensign in the 44, 68 and the 16 of Mike Loveless fighting it out for third. Mike Loveless up to third now off of turn 2. Little sideways on the exit. Got to be a little more careful about 14. Trying to send one up on the inside of the 16 of Chris Etchapar. Keith Ayers giving a bit of a shot to the 16. 68 of Mike Loveless monstering down the inside of Tanner Ensign in the 44 through turns 1 and 2. 44 in the 68, door to door, down the backstretch we go. 8 of Justin Bell still leading the way, about half a second up. Mike Loveless up to second. Tanner Ensign not going to let that slide that easy, but starting to fall back once again. Older tires may be what's doing in this number 44 here in the later part of this race. 4 laps to go. Anything at this point will be overtime here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Lucas Oil. Justin Bell under pressure from the 68 of Mike Loveless. Just ahead of him. Tanner Ensign fighting it out right behind. Starting to fall back a little bit though. We start winding down this race here at Indianapolis. Putting the pressure on the 8. 2 laps to go here at Indianapolis Lucas Oil Raceway Park. Justin Bell still holding on to a slim lead. Mike Loveless all over his bumper though. 44 Tanner Ensign trying to catch back up. Over half a second back. Almost 0.6 or 7 of a second back. No, I am not going for the joke. 19 of Keith Ayers right there behind him. White flag is in the air. It's a demolition derby from here. 68 up the inside of the 8. Justin Bell under serious pressure from the 68 of Mike Loveless. Off of turn 2. Down the backstretch we go. 44 Tanner Ensign sliding it out a little bit. 8 trying to block the 68 through turns 3 and 4. Will Justin Bell be able to hold on to this lead as the 68 takes a shot? Justin Bell crosses the start-finish line and wins here at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. Mike Loveless with an incredible second place. Keith Ayers in third, beating out Tanner Ensign right at the end of the race. What a finish. Let's get Justin Bell up in here.
Next thing you know, I got no fire suit on.
Justin Bell, this is Pat Wilkinson of the booth. You got me.
Oh, absolutely. But what's going on?
Congratulations on a fantastic win right there at the end. Great finish out here tonight. Just able to beat out the 68 of Mike Loveless right at the line. Talk us through it.
Man, it was an incredible race. Tanner Ensign and these guys at Ensign Motorsports brought a fast hot rod here to IRP. And Loveless, big enough shout out to him. Like, he has ran us clean and very, 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 very respectful. I can't thank enough of my guys on this, on this YO Outlaw diecast Chevrolet. It's we're gonna smile like Kyle again. Kyle from 1320. This is always in his memory. Everything is, big shout out. He's the one that got me into motorsports. So all my wins from here on out are all to him. But man, I'm just happy to be back in victory lane. We're now I think this is race number 4 for Ensign Motorsports, and I'm 3 of those 4. So man, just feeling great.
Congratulations once again out here tonight. Thanks for joining us up in the booth. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
No, I would like to thank you for your top-notch broadcasting, and all the stuff that you do for us and the broadcast, and of course Tanner over at Wild West and all they do. And just hope everyone has a great week. This is the start of a good week, and let's go finish watching Nashville.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Thanks for joining us up in the booth. Hope to see more of you next time.
Thank you, Pat.
Let's get Mike Lovelace in here next. Mike Lovelace, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. You got me.
Yeah, I got you loud and clear, Platt.
Mike, what a fantastic race out there tonight from that number 68 Meals on Wheels and Water Wheel Foundation Toyota Tundra out there tonight. Just couldn't get the 8 of Justin Bell off a turn 4. Talk us through that last few laps. You looked like you had him.
Yeah, I was trying to be respectful. He worked hard to get up there, and I'd rather finish second than wad us both up. And I got a little tight there, and I had a chance to get under him, and I just I didn't feel like it was going to grip on the end, so I just settled for that second. And congratulations to Justin on that. Great win for him. I came through the field multiple times tonight, so truck was fast, just didn't have it at the end.
Well, regardless, congratulations once again on a fantastic second place finish out here tonight. Thanks for joining us up in the booth. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Yeah, of course. Thanks to you up here in the booth, the Water Wheel Foundation, the Meals on Wheel. Please go out, donate your time, donate financially if you can, and just all the people watching and all the teammates and all the great racers on the track.
All right, thank you once again, and hope to see more of you next time.
Yep, thank you.
Let's get Keith Ayers, and we will call it a night. Keith Ayers, this is Pat Wilkinson up at the booth. You got me.
And 4.
Keith, what a fantastic finish there right at the end, beating out the number 44 Tanner Ensign just before the finish line, clinching a third place position out here tonight. Talk us through it.
It was a tough battle with him at the end there. He said over the comms that he had no tires at the end, and I was able to hold him off. He slipped up once off turn 2 coming to the white, and it was about to be a rock. Good thing he saved it, but it was a good battle and good result all around.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Thanks for joining us up in the booth. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Just shout out to my AMR crew and shout out to my co-owner Will Moore. We bring fantastic equipment every week, and we look forward to continuing that into the playoffs, hopefully into the Final Four come down the road.
All right, thanks for joining us up in the booth. Hope to see more of you next time.
10-4, sounds good.
Well, folks, you've spent another perfectly good hour with all of us here at at Tier 1 Studios. My apologies for that. I forgot where I was for a minute. We hope you enjoyed. Thanks for joining us once again on a beautiful Sunday night here with the Wild West Racing League Raiders Wasteland Truck Series. This broadcast brought to you in part by Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran-owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. Also brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stanford Witt Foundation, and Redline Radio. Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios. My name's Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. This has been Tier 1 Studios and the Wild West Racing League Raiders Wasteland Trucks here at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. And until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all 3 eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 Wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team. Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers. Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times, every turn, every line we find. Trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every setup built from the ground, we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go win. Yeah, we built for 'em. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, with a reason you're leading Tier 1. Setup shop Tier 1. Take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 Setup Shop. Got weekly sets ready, ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace control. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear, yeah, we test, we tune, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win, yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1. Setup shop Tier 1. Yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 Setup Shop. See you in victory lane. Tier 1 Setup Shop.